Good evening, everybody. Sorry, someone said there was no sound on the video. Good evening once more. I'm excited to be here, and as usual, I am Nike Adekunle, your relationship coach and couple therapist. That is what I do. My joy is to help relationships. My joy and is to help people heal for whatever effects that they are having in their relationship, negative effects. And like I said, I've been off for a while to actually review what we are doing on our end to see whether we are getting the results that we hoped to get, and just generally look at things. And we've been able to do that. I am super excited at the results that we are getting, at the communication that we are getting. It's been mind blowing. Thank you, everybody that writes. Thank you to everybody that reaches out, that comments, that shares our video. It's been one kind of a journey. It's been one kind of a journey. And you are welcome to this evening's broadcast. And this evening, I want us, in the next few weeks, I want us to delve into a particular topic that I feel like it has, it has it has brought a lot of issues to the fore. A lot of people are being affected by this particular issue. And I, as a person, I have seen a lot of people, I've had to work with a lot of people going through this particular issue. And I feel like we need to talk about these things. If you have been following me across social media, you know that I've been talking about infidelity. I've been talking about infidelity. And today we want to talk about infidelity, a bolder conversation. I think for a while, I want to, it has become imperative to address this issue of infidelity. Why does it keep happening? Why do people engage in this, engage in infidelity? Why is it difficult to forgive? Why does it hurt so much? Some of these things are the things that I hope to be able to address in some of this during the next few weeks, so that we are able to look at this issue at a closer range and learn from it and develop from it, because it's something that has hurt and continues to hurt a lot of people. And I think that because we are not having real conversations around this, it continues to have a stronghold. It continues to have power over us. I think if we are truthful and honest about the things that we are going through, about the things that affect us, it affects every single one of us. Like I said, I feel compelled to talk about this because of so many reasons. And maybe we could just look at some of the few reasons why I have decided that, what, I think that not just to talk about it, because I know I've talked about infidelity before, but on a very deep level. I am a teacher and I love to, talk about issues from a very deep mind, that littlest, minutest detail, so that we are able to learn something from it and also be able to position ourselves so that we prevent the hurt as much as possible. Like I said, there is an increase in the number of people that are experiencing pain. And I would like to talk about these victims of infidelity. A lot of women, and the stereotype is that a lot of women are suffering, but a lot of men as well are suffering from the effect of infidelity. A lot of women, you don't want to go through the kind of pain that they are going through. Some people are so emotionally battered that they have to be admitted in hospitals. Some people just, it feels like the world around them has crashed and they don't even know what the next step is. It is so devastating to some people that it just feels like, let us just end it all. They don't even know what to believe anymore. And I'm not even talking about married people alone, even single people, that you're in a relationship with someone and you think that we are having it easy, you think that we are having it nice, but all of a sudden you discover that whatever it is that you have believed in, probably it's a lie, or you don't even know what you believe in anymore. So these things, I think that we need to look at it from the perspective of the victim. How do they feel? What challenges does it throw up to someone that their partner cheated on them? How does it make them feel? Are they able to recover eventually from this hurt and this pain? It's a lot to deal with, and like we know, every case is different, and so the circumstances surrounding every case is always different, and so we will need to look at every case deserves its own merit. And so I want us to look at it so that we understand the pain that people are going through, the victim, because sometimes you see someone going through this kind of pain and all you need to tell them is that just snap out of it, and sometimes it's not as easy as that. So I want us to look at this issue from the perspective of the person that the victim, the person that was cheated on. Then another thing is, if whether we I think a lot of us might, I mean, the second reason now why I think it has become imperative to talk about this is every single one of us in our society is being affected by this menace. um Infidelity in marriage affects all and sundry. It affects you whether you are the daughter of the person that is committing the infidelity. You are Whether you are the son of that person, whether you are the wife of, whether you are the brother of, the sister of this, it affects you as a sister, as a brother. It affects, whether you are the uncle of this person or the aunt of this person, or you are the colleague of this person or the neighbor of. How many of us have seen our neighbors going through their own challenges? You see their husbands in some areas, and you're wondering, wow, I wish the wife knew, or something. Or maybe they caught themselves doing certain things, and now they're having issues. They're battling it out in their home, and everybody can hear their voice. They are fighting mama something and baba something. They are fighting. All my neighbors are, they're having real issues around this thing. I think it's something that we also need to consider. Every single one of us. How many of us have our fathers, our dads, abandoned us emotionally or financially because they found a new person, and somehow we had to bear the brunt of whatever issues that he is having with his wife, and they just some of them even, some of our fathers actually packed out of the house to meet their new love. Some of them just became generally irresponsible. They just felt like, what, I don't have anything to do with this chapter of my life anymore. Now I've found this new person, and I think I'm okay, whatever. We all have suffered from it, and I think that if something affects us collectively, I think we should also look for ways to solve these issues collectively as well. So, the first thing I talked about is the victim. We need to talk about it. We need to have bolder conversations around the victim. People should just stop telling people to snap out of it, snap out of it. I think it's time to begin to look at the real pain that they face. Secondly, because it affects all and sundry. It affects every single one of us, whether it's our father, whether it's our mother, whether it's our brother, sister, or neighbor, whatever. Somehow it is a collective pain, and if something affects everybody, I think we need to talk about it. And if we will have to talk about it, I think we should have bolder conversations around it. I also think that from the perspective of the perpetrator, I think we need to have bolder conversations around that. The perpetrator of this, of infidelity. Sometimes we want to have the heads of the people that commit, that have affairs. We think that they are evil, they are bad, they corrupt the world, but sometimes, have we bothered to hear from people like this? Most of the time, there is a lot of judgment, there is a lot of stigma, there is a lot of guilt that they face, there is a lot of shame and humiliation that these people have to face, that sometimes you don't even hear the real story. behind why some of these people opted for this option. Yeah, some people are philanderers, and like I've said several times, I don't want to bother myself about people that are having fun, that just feel like everything in skate. I want to chase and hunt and get them. I'm not talking about such people. I'm talking about people that actually want to build a good life for themselves, people that are serious about about life generally. And they never knew that I would ever get to that place where I would misbehave in this kind of way. Some people, I know people that, when they were caught in this fix, they were like, I didn't even ever believe that some of them will say that I was even chaste till I got married. I never believed that there was ever going to be a time that infidelity or having an affair would be mentioned with me. And the guilt they face, the shame, and everybody just, like we say in Yoruba, people just say, "Ọ̀rọ̀ wo ló wà lẹ́nu olè?" Trying to translate that you don't have any explanation, no explanation that you have can ever be accepted. This is wrong. They know it is wrong. But at the end of the day, if we're going to have bolder conversations around this issue, I think that we should begin to give room for people to comment. Let us give room for people like this to air their opinion, because if they air their opinion, we understand better. So instead of telling the victim to, hey, keep quiet, and telling the perpetrator, you don't have any explanation, just go and say sorry and make amends, I think that when we speak to people, when we hear what they have to say, probably would have new thoughts about the issue. We'll have new ideas about what the issue um is about, so that we'll be able to better learn. Because I think that we are going in circles on this particular matter. I just think that we are going in circles. We are really not making any significant, you know, um progress, because we shut people down, because we shut people out, because we make them feel guilty. Then number four, another thing that I would like to address, you know, during the course of this our infidelity series that I want to talk about, is the hypocrisy around this issue. The hypocrisy around this issue is mind boggling. The hypocrisy around this issue is mind boggling. You get people that, in their days, they had fun, they caught fun, they rocked town and painted the town red. And all of a sudden, now that they are older and their market is not selling, all of a sudden they become advocates for good behavior, advocates for righteousness, advocates for good behavior, and they begin to talk down on people that did exactly what you did. I think that as well is something that we need to address. The hypocrisy in the society, the hypocrisy around people, and how people don't say the truth about what their experiences are around this issue. I think that if we address it, then we'll be and have bolder conversations around it, then we'll be able to better understand what the real issue, because there is a lot that flows in to this particular subject. And if if we would learn, if we would do better, I think that we should, as a matter of urgency, begin to look at the things we need to begin to pick out the shaft from the real issues, so that we know what this is about and address them, accordingly. Um, then, lastly, I think that one of the things that I would also like to discuss on this series, on this journey that I want to take with you, and I would encourage you to please just take, come along with me on this journey. You will be learning a lot. There is a lot that will be happening, and sincerely, we'll be able to see things from all perspectives. Like I used to say, there's something that I fear a lot, and it's a one-sided conversation. And when we have one-sided conversation, we push the agenda of just one party. We push, or a group of people, we push their agenda, forgetting that the other side of the story, the other part also has a story to tell. And until you understand the entire story, you might not be able to make good inferences. And so I think that, yeah, on this journey, we would address that as well. And number 5, one of the reasons why I need to put this together, because there are 6 altogether, it is the lack of depth of some people that, address this issue. I've seen a lot of toxic posts. I've seen a lot of toxicity out there when it comes to relationships and how to deal with infidelity. Some people over minimize what is happening. Get up, what is wrong with you? And people even trivialize, and they begin to talk about somebody that is taking care of you. Sit down there and enjoy your life. What is all of this about? And some women even talk about this, and well, truth is our values are different, but I think that over trivializing issues like this might also not do a lot for us. It might be okay. I think, okay, I'm reading someone's comments here. I think that has been rectified, right? Okay. All right. So I think that one also has to pay attention to that as well. That people that just treat these issues to, people that don't have any business speaking on this issue, that speak on it, and they have created so many opinions out there that people don't even know which to follow. People don't know what is the right advice to take on this issue. And a lot of half truths are running around out there looking for someone to correct that impression. And I think that it might be a good thing for us to correct this impression, so that you would be able to learn the truth. And, like I said, if a robust conversation is had about something, then we are better able to make. This is not about forcing people to believe what you want them to think or feel, but this is about at least having options to choose from, because definitely we'll be presenting several options. And lastly, I think that the pain out there, which is our number 6 reason why I think I want to go on this series, and I want to have this bold conversation around infidelity, is because there is a lot of pain out there. A lot of pain out there. I have personally had to cry with some people. Some of my clients, I've had to cry with them. If you understand the intensity of what is happening, the intensity of the pain, a lot of pain is out there. And I think that it is time to guide us and nurse us back to health, so that we are healed, and we heal properly. Because there is a tendency for people that have gone through this kind of emotional battery to be scarred forever. And when we are scarred, it affects our future. We begin to make wrong decisions. People that are afraid they make bad decisions. You are afraid of what the future holds around this area. You are very suspicious about everything, and somehow we begin to sabotage our own future by ourselves. And I think that if we will heal and heal well and be ready for the next, even if our ex has exited, I think it is time to heal well. And so if there is any reason why I am doing this, is to ensure that people heal, and they heal well. There is a lot to be spoken about. There is a lot that we will do. And I pray that in this period, that if you are experiencing that pain, that hurt, that you will come out of it and you will be whole again. And like I said, my joy will be to walk you through this period. My joy will be to walk you through the pain, so that you feel better and heal properly. And so I would like to say that if you are going through such an if you are going through the pain of infidelity right now, and you want to you don't know how to snap out of it, or you want to just discuss and pour out your heart to someone, I would implore that you please send me an email or send me a WhatsApp message, and I'll drop all the details, somewhere on the write up for this video. Please reach out. A problem shared is a problem that is half solved. And I think if you are experiencing this pain, usually it is associated with a lot of shame. We don't want to come out to talk about it openly. And I understand that. But please just ensure that you write about it. Write to me. Let's talk about it, or whether on WhatsApp or by email. And I'm going to drop my details on this video. And please just reach out. And if you are also going through the pain of, you inflicted this pain, you are feeling guilty, you are feeling humiliated, you're feeling bad, that I am actually the one that committed this. I'm the one that had the affair. I'm the one that did I'm the one that engaged, had another relationship with somebody that's apart from my committed relationship and partner, and I feel terrible about this. Nobody understands how I feel. Everybody feels like it's intentional, that I purposely hurt my partner and I am a bad person. And you really want someone that can understand with you, and you just need a listening ear. You are not even afraid to own up to what your faults are. It's not because you're afraid, but you just want to just generally air your opinion. I would really love to read from you as well. So I would encourage you to please send your WhatsApp message or your email, and I'll drop the details at the end of this video. Thank you very much for being with me today. I really, really appreciate for everyone that could join me today. Like I said, we are trying to experiment with evenings now. Initially, we used to do this in the morning, but now we are trying to experiment with the evening time to see how this pans out. Like everybody deserves to find out, just experiment with everything. If we could also try late at night to see what it looks like. We have tried very early in the morning. So at the end of the day, I get to choose which is better and where I think that we'll be able to flow better. And until I come your way again this time next week, Saturday, tell your friends about us, tell your colleagues, help us to share this video to all and sundry. And until I come your way again, it is me, Nike Adekunle, signing out for now. God bless you. See you later.